Hi there, and welcome to the full plugin tutorial of ShadowReports. I'm Rubio, the developer of this plugin, and I'm going to show you all there is to know for both players and staff members using this plugin. ShadowReports is a plugin that allows players to make tickets on your server. These tickets could be used to report issues, rule breaking, or things like that, or to ask for support on features on your server. The plugin was inspired by the abandoned plugin Reports RTS, so if you've ever used this plugin in the past, you may recognize some of the formatting. The plugin comes with a bunch of permission nodes, which we will come back to later. But there is one special node that I want to mention already. This node is ShadowReports.staff. Any player with this node will be seen as a member of staff. So whenever I mention staff members in this tutorial, I'm referring to players with this permission node. Now that being said, let's start with the first command. If a player wants to report an issue, they can create a ticket. To do this, you use the command /ticket open message. When doing this, the message is recorded in a ticket, as well as your location and the time, so staff members have all the information they need for further investigation. An example would be that the player is creating a ticket to report an issue. This would be /ticket open, and then the message can be I have an issue. As you can see, we've created a ticket with ID 1. To protect your server from any misuse of these tickets, you are able to set a few requirements in the config file. First, you can require a minimum amount of words in a ticket. Secondly, you can also set the maximum amount of open tickets per player. And finally, you can require every open ticket of a player to be different to prevent duplicates. Staff members will get a notification like this one to notify them whenever a new ticket is opened. They can easily click the message to read the ticket, or they can use the command /ticket read ID. This would be /ticket read, and then the ID of this ticket is 1. Using this command will give you all information about that ticket in chat. Here you can see the message of the ticket, the location where it was created, and the time at which it was created. Furthermore, you will also be able to see any comments that are made on that ticket. Staff members will additionally also see any notes that are on the ticket if there are any. By clicking the message, you can teleport to the location of this ticket, but we'll get to that later in the video. Like we saw before, to read a specific ticket, you will need the ID of this ticket. An option to get this ID is by guessing, but I don't know how good your guessing games are, but mine isn't the best. Another option is to look up a list of all open tickets. This can easily be done with /ticket read. This command will give you a list of all tickets that are currently open, and as you can see, the ticket IDs are in front. To read a specific ticket from this list, you can also simply click the ticket in this list. Every now and then, the plugin will send a reminder to all online staff members to remind them about open tickets if there are any. The duration between these reminders is by default 4 minutes, but can be changed in the config file or disabled altogether. Clicking these reminders will give you a list of all open tickets. Now, let's have a look at comments and notes on a ticket. A comment added to a ticket can be seen by the player who submitted the ticket. So, be careful to be clear and communicate well here. A note, on the other hand, is a way for staff members to leave messages attached to the ticket that are exclusively for other staff members to see. When handling tickets, you can easily add comments to a ticket using /ticket comment ID and then the message you want to add as a comment. For example, If we want to add a comment to the ticket we made earlier, we would use /ticket comment 1, the ID of this ticket, and then the message we want to use. For example, I'm looking into the issue. The comment will now appear on the ticket when we read it. Everyone who is able to read this ticket will also be able to read the comments on the ticket. This would be a good place to give the player some feedback on their ticket. For example, if they reported a player was hacking, you can use a comment to let them know that they were right and that the player has been taken care of. Similarly, leaving notes on a ticket follows pretty much the same procedure. Remember, notes on a ticket can only be read by staff members. To add a note on a ticket, you can use the comment /ticket note, ID of the ticket, and then the message you want to add to the note. For example, /ticket note, the ID of the ticket, which is 1, and then the message we want to add in the note. For example, I looking for a solution. If we now read the ticket again, you will see that the note was added too. I do have the staff permissions here, so I can read the notes. This would be a great place to put any information you want to share with the other staff members about this ticket, but not with the player that submitted the ticket. As you may already have seen, the plugin sends report messages in chat when I added the comment and the note. As you can see here and here. Messages are sent to every staff member online, even if they are on a different server on the same network, if you have the Discord features enabled in the config file. Messages like these are sent on the following events: when adding or deleting a comment on a ticket, when adding or deleting a note on a ticket, when closing a ticket, and when reopening a ticket. Comments and notes can also be deleted if needed. Well, made invisible for the normal player is more accurate. When a comment or a note is deleted, only players with the permission node ShadowReports.admin.readDeleted will be able to see them. Deleting a comment can be done with /ticket delete comment, the ID of the ticket, and the ID of the comment. Normally, staff members are only able to delete their own comments. Only if they have the permission node ShadowReports.admin.delete comments, they are able to delete the comments of others too. For example, if you want to delete the comment that we made on the ticket earlier, we would do /ticket delete comment, then the ID of the ticket, which is 1, and then the ID of the comment which you want to delete. In this case is also 1. So then the comment will ask us to confirm that we actually want to delete this comment. This is because deleting a comment is irreversible. We can confirm this by typing out this whole comment or just clicking it to copy it over quickly and running. And now you see that the comment is deleted. If we have a look back at the ticket, so /ticket read 1, you'll see that the ticket is now all in gray. The reason that it isn't gone completely is because I have the permission node ShadowReports.admin.readDeleted. For players who don't have this permission node, the comment would be completely gone. Similarly to deleting a comment, you can delete a note using /ticket delete note, the ID of the ticket, and the ID of the note. Again, normally staff members are only able to delete their own notes. Only if they have the permission node ShadowReports.admin.delete notes, they are able to delete the notes of others too. As mentioned earlier, it is also possible to teleport to the location where a ticket was made. This could be very useful for tickets that report issues like destruction of houses or lag machines. To do so, use the command /ticket TP and then the ID of the ticket, or simply click the message when you read a specific ticket. For example, ticket number 1 that we made earlier was made in this location. If I step away now and do /ticket TP and then the ID, we'll get teleported there. Alternatively, we can do /ticket read 1. This is the ticket from earlier, and we can click it. This will also teleport us here. If enabled in the config file, this teleport command uses an algorithm to determine if the location is safe or not. And if it is not safe, search for an alternative within the configured region around this ticket location. For example, this is the location of ticket number 1. But let's say that someone made a ticket above a lava lake. Let's make a small thingy here. To teleport to this ticket now, we would end up in this lava lake. But there is this algorithm that will save us using /ticket TP1. As you can see, it said that it was searching for a safe location, and now it teleported us next to the lake instead of on the exact spot which would be in the lake. In some cases, the safety measure isn't needed, like for example when I'm in creative mode. To override the safety algorithm, there is a second teleportation command, which is /ticket TPO ID of the ticket. Hello there. This command will teleport you to the location of the ticket without checking it for safety. So, to demonstrate this, if I use /ticket TPO and then 1, you'll see that we actually end up in the lava pool. When a ticket is handled, you can close the ticket using /ticket close and then the ID of the ticket. For example, let's say we want to close the ticket we made earlier. We would use /ticket close and then 1, which is the ID. The player who submitted this ticket will be notified of this action. You can see that right here. This notification will send again until they read the ticket. The time between these notifications is 30 seconds by default, but can also be changed and or disabled in the config file. This will ensure that the player knows that their ticket has closed and has actively read the comments on the ticket. You can also reopen a ticket that has been closed using /ticket reopen and then the ID. For example, this would be /ticket reopen and then ID number 1. Now the ticket has been reopened. As well as the command to read all open tickets, there is the possibility to look up a list of all tickets. In this list, you can see all open as well as closed tickets since the moment the plugin was used. To get this list, use /ticket list. /ticket list. There we go. The list comes with a handy menu to navigate through the different pages down below. Alternatively, you can put the page number behind the comment like this, /ticket list and then page number 1. The amount of tickets per page is set to 15 by default, but can be changed in the config file. In this list you can also see the state of the tickets shown. As you see here, this ticket is open. There are 3 different states. First, open. The ticket is open. Second, closed. The ticket is closed and the player has seen all the comments on the ticket. And the third one is report, which happens when a ticket is closed but the player hasn't seen the comments yet. This means that the plugin still has to report this to the player. Much like that list, you can also look up your history to get a list of all tickets you opened since the implementation of the plugin. To do so, use /ticket history. This list also includes a handy menu to navigate through the different pages down below, or use the page number like this. Use /ticket history and then the page number. There's also the possibility to look up the history of any other player using /ticket history and then their name. This does require a specific permission node though, which is ShadowReports.admin.history. Again, adding a page number at the end of the command will allow you to quickly navigate through the different pages there might be. The command /ticket reload simply reloads the plugin with the most up-to-date files. Like that. And finally, the last command to discuss is a command that allows you to wipe all tickets from the database. /ticket clear data. This command will also ask you for a confirmation, since deleting all tickets is also irreversible. This time though, because the effect of this command is way bigger, you're not able to copy the command quickly. You actually have to type out the entire thing. There you go. Since this actually deletes all tickets with no way back, it is important to limit the players that have the permission to do this. An option would be to not add this node to anybody and only use this command through the console. It's important to note that all commands, except for the teleportation ones, can be used through the console too. Another cool feature that deserves to be mentioned is the configurability of this plugin. You are able to change any message in either the language file or the config file. You'll find most messages like notifications, feedback messages, etc. in your configured language file. Other things like the formatting of how tickets are shown in the ticket list or what information is shown when reading a specific ticket is all configurable in the config file. If we open the config file, we will first find a handy list of all permission nodes there are and what features they give access to. Here. Secondly, you'll find a list of all built-in placeholders you can use to really personalize the look of the plugin to how you want it. Over here. Next up are the MySQL settings. The plugin will store its ticket data in either a flat file or, if available, a MySQL database. You can enable the use of the MySQL database by setting enabled here to true and filling in the needed information to make connection to the database. I would advise to use the database over the flat file for storage anytime, especially when you're expecting to generate a lot of tickets. Next, we have the basic settings of the plugin. You can configure your language here, as well as a bunch of restrictions and timers. Currently, the plugin comes with a full language file for English and Dutch, but you're free to create your own language file and translate all messages. The rest of the settings are explained pretty well here, and you should be able to figure those out easily. The bungee cord setting is down here, and it allows you to configure whether any of the bungee cord features of the plugin should be enabled. Enabling this will send important notifications to the appropriate staff members across the network, as long as that other server they are on also has ShadowReports installed, and if they have the correct permission nodes there too. ShadowReports also allows you to easily teleport to a ticket on another server of the network if the feature is enabled, down here. Important for this feature though is that the server name up here is set correctly and exactly like the name in your bungee cord server. Beyond this, there are a bunch of coloring and formatting settings. You're able to configure pretty much anything, like how a ticket is visualized, how many tickets are displayed on a page of a list, what commands to run when a ticket is clicked, and so much more. Hex colors are also available to be used in any of the messages and or formatting settings by using hashtag and then the 6 figures. Normal Minecraft colors can also be used like this. And that should be everything you need to know about ShadowReport, how to get started, and customize it to your likings. If you have a question or an issue to report, please join our Discord server. There is a dedicated chat for anything ShadowReports related, and you will be updated regularly about new features or new plugin releases. Thank you all for watching, and good luck with ShadowReports.